Guys, before we start, please make sure to stand here and we'll share common mistakes people make when checking fuses relays. And if you make that mistake, you may end up spending thousands of dollars in repairs. Stay with us, we'll explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Super quick and very helpful video for any of you having a Jeep Grand Cherokee this generation right here. For any of you trying to find where the alternator fuse is located, where you can find it. If you have problems with it, let's say you replace the alternator, it's still not charging, what do you guys need to do? Open the hood facing the engine on the left side, that's the main engine fuse box. Now, when you open that cover, you're going to find a fuse box with a layout like this one for 2014 to 2022 year model Jeep Grand Cherokee, and this is 2011 to 2013 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Before we guys continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. Guys, it's very important to always test your fuses and relays. Why? Sometimes you may think you have a good fuse, guys. It's hard to tell. Look at those fuses, right? And sometimes, okay, you pull the fuse. Okay, I'm going to get the fuse puller and I'm going to remove one fuse. I want to show you on that 20 amp fuse. Sometimes it's very unclear if that fuse is burned or not. You may not clearly see it. So always guys test them, because if you don't test the fuse, you assume it's good, you end up spending money, time and diagnostics for problems that do not exist, guys. So you can just waste your money and time. Always test your fuses, always test relays. We will put links in the description of the video below where you can find, guys, a video for testing a fuse and testing a relay that will explain everything that you need to do. So guys, okay, here as you can see, one of the biggest fuses is 60 amps, okay, but for the alternator usually you need something around 150 amps. I've seen anywhere 125 to 175, but usually it's around 150, and for the facelifted version, again, okay, you don't see anything bigger than 60, so you wonder where that fuse is located. Guys, if we come back to the engine, behind the fuse box here, okay, you see where the positive jump starter cable is. Follow that cable to the alternator, okay, and from the battery all the way to the alternator, you see that box here, and on that cable right here, I want to zoom in so you can clearly see that you have some mega fuses right there, and some we have a fuse on that inline cable. Okay, some engines may differ, but it will look like this one. You see, that's a mega fuses here. That's the fuse box looking from the passenger side towards the driver's side. You see that cable right here, that 150 number on it, that's your alternator fuse, known as a mega fuse. It's on the line, guys. Most of the times it will be on the battery cable. Also check the other box here, it could be there on some models, but that's the one that you most likely need to check. If you have problems with the alternator, the other thing that you need to check, pop the hood open, make sure the engine is turned off, never put your fingers there, but check the belt. If the belt comes off, the alternator will not turn, and as a result it will not charge. If you want to see how to test an alternator, we'll have a video on the channel, which is not very complicated. Okay, with a voltmeter you can figure out if it's working correctly. It's quite easy. Now, anything else, guys? Again, we talked about the belt, okay, but you will notice that you have a alternator warning light, service charging system warning, anything like that, and the car may start overheating as well, so never ignore belts. It could be bad alternator too. We've seen that happen, and where an alternator keep blowing a fuse too. But if you replace the alternator, you're trying to find the fuse, okay, that's where most likely it's located on your Jeep Grand Cherokee. Guys, as you can see, this Jeep Grand Cherokee has all kinds of different fuses, relays, JKs, mini blade fuses, the CB fuses, different kinds of relays as well, depending on the year and model, they may differ, but some of those could be really hard to find if you're in the middle of nowhere. That's why, guys, what we recommend, we always keep some spare ones in the glove box for a peace of mind. We'll share the links in the description of the video below, check it out, where we get most of our tool supplies from as well. We can get fuses, relays usually at a good price there as well. Hopefully, guys, the video was helpful. Our mission is to save you as much money as we can. Thank you for watching and see you next time.